Welcome back, guys. So let's continue with our Scrabble game. Now guys, if you can check our update alphabet method, when it updates our alphabet, it also removes vowels from alphabet list. So now guys, to prevent that, let's go ahead and create another method that will trim our played word. So I'll say I'm calling a method to trim. Now I want to trim vowels, so I'm gonna call this method trim vowels. Now guys, I'll quickly create this method, and then now I'll just scroll down a bit, and then I'll say now this method trim, let me say removes vowels from played word. Now I'll just remove this statement over here, and then I'll say, okay, now guys, I'm gonna create a loop that will loop through our values. But before we do that, guys, let's declare a local variable. I'll say it's a string. Now I'll call it vowels. Now this variable is gonna contain our vowels, which is gonna be our A, E, O. No, it's I before O, and then U. There we go. Then another thing is, I wanna create a loop, and then I wanna say looping through played word variable. And I say for, and I say, I'm gonna open a for loop and say int I. Sorry, I'm gonna initialize this to 0. I start calling it 0. Then I'll say when I it's less than, and I say played word. Now again, I'm gonna break this down to character array, and then I'll get the length of the array. Then I'll say I'll increment my I. There we go. Now guys, I wanna check if these vowels contains any letter from play word. I'll say now this one, I'll break it down again to character array. There we go. Then I wanna go through in each index, and I say I. Then again, guys, this method contains, it takes in what, a string argument. So I wanna go ahead and cast this into a string. I'll say plus, just like that. And then guys, what I wanna do is I want to update this play word. I'll say this play word is equals to play word dot, I want to replace all the letters or the vowels from this play word. I want to replace them with what? With nothing. There we go. Now that guys, I'm done trimming my play word. Now let's test our application. Let's see if everything is running smooth. And I'll say run that, and I'll say Y, and I'll say it's let's just use any random word. Let me say it's 10, then it's gonna be max. There we go. And then let's say 10 enters Java. There we go. Now it only removes what? It only removed J and V. Now let's say Max enters let me say poor. Now it only removed what a let me see if there's like this one, it was J and then it was V. Now from this one it removed our P, and then and it should be R. There we go. Now I think everything is running smooth so far. Now let's continue. Stop this from running and let's continue. Now I'm done trimming my played word. So now guys, what I want to do now is I just want to go back to my loop. Should be somewhere here. I'm lost. Oh, there we go. It's right here. Now guys, now that we are done determining the current player and trimming our vowels, so now what I want to do is now I want to check if both players agrees on a played word or not. So now guys, to do that, I'll say I'm gonna create another method. Now say calling a method to validate played word. Now I'm gonna call this method validating played word. There you go. Now guys, let's just create this method and then let's scroll down a bit. This should be a method. Now say validating played word. And I'll say now in this method guys, I want to say now I want to ask if both players they agree on a play word or not. Now to do that, I will say system out dot print, and again guys, to print this in the next line I'll say /n, and then I'll say so say enter y, let's just capital letter, enter y if both players agree on the word or enter any key to disagree. Oh, come on. There we go. So now again guys, I'll use a scanner. I'll say scanner. I'll get a scanner object. I'll say new scanner. Now I want the scanner to allow my system to input system.in. Then this dot next, it's a string. Then guys, remember, I want to check if if both users agree, if they both enter a y, then what I'm gonna do is I wanna check if this value they've entered dot it equals ignore case a y. Now if they both agree guys, what I wanna do is now I wanna start assigning a score to both players. I wanna start assigning a score, and then what if they disagree? Okay, now guys, now let me explain something. Now if both players agree on a word, so meaning these statements, this statement in our update alphabet, it should what execute. If now they don't agree or if they disagree, meaning this block over here, it won't execute. So now guys, to do that, let's go up here and declare another variable. So now this variable is gonna control if we should update our our alphabet list or not. So I'm gonna say declaring a variable to the variable to update alphabet. So now I'll say it's private static. Now this one, it's gonna be a boolean, and I'll call it update alphabet. There we go. Now guys, by default, these update alphabet, since it's a boolean, by default it contains the value of what? Of false. So let's set it to true. True. There we go. And again guys, in this method, in this update alphabet method, we only want to execute this statement of this block over here only if this variable it's true. We can leave it like this, or we can say true, and then we're gonna cover this statement with our if. Just like that. And then now in this variable, since it's true, we only want to set this variable to false if these players do not agree on a played weight. So now if they agree on a play weight, meaning this statement is going to be what? It's gonna be true. Set true. Gonna set to true. Or else, if they don't agree, what I wanna do is I want to clear my played word so that it won't update anything. So that it won't update anything. If they not agree, what I'll do is this will be equals to what? It's cleared to nothing. There we go. So now let's go back to our update method. So now in this method, yes, we want to execute this block over here only if our update alphabet it's true. And then what if it's false? We wanna say else. As if this statement is false, what we want to do is we want to display this method. I want to say now system out print or display the statement. I want to say sorry, the played word contains used letters or let me say sorry, the played word is invalid or it contains used alphabet. There we go. Now guys, to print this in the next line, I'll say /n. Now guys, now that we want to check that if our played word contains use letters or what. So now guys, to do that again, what we wanna do is we're gonna create a method to check that. I'm gonna say calling a method to check, say to search for played, for used, let me say for used letter. Now what I'm saying, now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna call that method. I'm gonna call the method used letter search. I'm gonna create the method. There we go. Now guys, in this method, what I'm gonna do is, again, I want to create a loop. I want to create a loop to loop through our used letters. Now I'm gonna say for int I initialize our I to 0. Now I wanna say our I is less than. Now remember, we are using what? We want to loop through our used letters. Break this down to character array. Now get the length of the array. Now we're gonna increment our I plus plus. Again guys, in this method we want to check if our played word contains any of the used letters. So when I say used letter dot to character array, break this down to character array, then I wanna go through in each index. I will say this in I, and remember guys, this contains method, it takes in a string argument. So let's concatenate this. I'm gonna say plus to a string, and there we go. Let me scroll down a bit. There we go. And guys, if it happens that this play word contains a used letter, what I wanna do is, I don't want this method to update. I'll simply gonna take this statement over here, copy it and paste it like that. And then what I wanna say is, if contains a used letter, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna say that, and then yep. Okay, now let's go back to our update method, to update alphabet method. Now let's double check. Yes, we only want to execute this to what? To true. So if this played word contains a used letter, I wanna set this to what? To false. To false. And now guys, if this method is false, it's gonna display this method. Then after that, it's gonna take this to true again. Now let's double check our used search for used letters, and then validating player word. And I say, do players want to execute what word? Okay, now there we go. Now guys, now that we are done with our used letter search, now guys, I want to execute these methods. I want to execute these two methods. Use letter or search. I want to, okay, let me do this, guys. I want to execute this method only if both players, they agree on a word. So I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna move it from here. So validating play word. There we go. I only want to execute if both players, they agree. If both players, they agree on a word. Okay guys, let's test this application. Let's run our application and test. There we go. Then I'll say Y, then I'll say name, I'll say DA, then I'll say it's a max. Now let's say I'll go for Java. Let's say 10 enters a Java. Do both players agree on a word? Then let's say yes. It updates our alphabet list. Then let's say max, it's go for just. Okay, let's say yes, they both agree. There we go. Now it says let me just scroll down a bit. It says sorry, the played word it's invalid, or it contains a used alphabet. So it says remaining alphabet, and again guys, it didn't update anything. It's working. I think now it's working. It says just, and then it was supposed to remove U, S and T. They are still here. It didn't do anything. Then it went back. Now guys, I think everything now is running smooth. I think everything now is running smooth. Okay, now let's go back to our code. Let's go back to our code and continue. Stop this application from running. Say yes, and I'll go back to my code. Let me scroll down a bit. Scroll down a bit. Scroll. Yes, it trims, it checks, validates, and everything. Okay, guys. Now let's declare two variables for player scores. Now I'll say these variables. I'll say these are variables for players score. Now I'll say yes, they are private, let them be static. Now these ones are integers, are int, and I'll say p1 score it's equals to 0. Then again I'll say private, let be static, it's an int. Then I'll say this one is player 2 score is equals to 0. Now guys, I want to create another method. Now if both players they agree on the word, now let's go to our validating players method. Now in this method guys, I want to call another method. In this method I want to call another method that will wait, let me see, it's gonna be this and that, and then our values. No, we can't call this method here. Now I just thought of something. Now guys, we can only display the scores only if any user enters a triple hash key. So now, meaning this statement or this method, we should call it somewhere here when we exit our loop. So here I'll be saying calling a method to display scores. Now I wanna say players score. This is the method for displaying player scores. Now I'm gonna quickly create this method, then I'll scroll down and then I'll comment this method. I'll say this method displays players score, and there we go. Now in this method I'll simply say it's system dot print. I want to print, I'll say space score. Then again guys, I want to print a name of a player. Then I'll say now I'll start with player 1. I'll say player 1, it's player 1 player one plus score. Then I'll say plus, and I wanna display a p1 score. Then again I wanna say plus, then I'll go to the next line. I'll display a score for player 2, a name and a score for second player. So guys, to print this statement in the next line, again it's /n, and I'll do that. I'll say plus, and I say player 2, say plus, then I want to display the score, say score. Okay, let me do that, space, and then I'll say space again, Now concatenate that string concatenation. I'll say plus, then I'll say p2 score. p2 score. There we go. Now guys, each and every time when a player enters a correct word and the board, let's say the board players agree on a word, now we should add 1 to what, to a player score. Now guys, to do that, now let's go to our validating players played word method. So now in here guys, we're gonna call another method to determine score. I'm gonna say calling a method to determine players score. Now I'm gonna call this method determining score. Now let's create this method. There we go. Now guys, in this method I want to check, let me scroll down a bit. In this method guys, I want to see, okay, now let's comment this. I'll say determining players score. Now guys, in this method guys, I want to check the current player. I want to say now, let me say checking the name of the current player. Now say now if now here I want to check the name of a current player. Now I'll say if this current player method is equals to, I'll start with player 1. If it's equals to player 1, if it's equal to player 1, and when a play word it's not, and when the play word it's not equals to our exit code, so 3. Now guys, if our current player it's player number 1 and a play word is not triple H, what I want to do is I want to take a score for player 1 and increment with 1 or add 1. Say plus equals to 1. Now I'm going to do the same thing for player number 2. Let me just do this. I will say it's player is player. I'll just change this from 1 to 2. Then now I want to increment a player number 2 score. Now there we go. And then guys, let me double check something from our loop. I'm gonna say if that it's a while loop, it should be somewhere here. There we go. Okay guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and click a play button. So guys, let me move this IDE down a bit. Let me just double click that. I don't know, come on, I'll drag this down a bit. There we go, so that everything can appear on the screen. And then I'll say that, take this up a bit. There we go. Now let's say I want to enter a Y to play the game, and then I'll say I have then I'll have max. There we go. Let's say then enters Java word, then they both agree, yes, then yes, it updates our alphabet. Then again, let's say max enters ride, then they both agree, yes, and then it's one point for then and 1 point for max. Now let's say then entered bad, and then let's say they both agree. Now it says what? Sorry, the played word is invalid, or it contains a used alphabet. Yes, a D, it contains a what? A used alphabet. A D from dead. So now let's say MX enters a moon, say enters, and then they say let's say they don't agree on a word, and then let's say voila, it's working. M and N, they are still there because both pairs they didn't agree on a word. So now let's say they decide to exit or to quit the game. Yes, they want to quit. Now this is the scores. We have 2 points obtained by Aden on only one. 2 scores. So 2 points obtained by Den and 1 point obtained by Mix. Okay, guys. Now that's it for this tutorial. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave a comment, and then please subscribe to my channel and like. And I'll see you on my next videos. Thank you.